Live now, joining us on the news to discuss this is a foreign policy analyst, Bolu Michael-Biyi. He joins from Rwanda, Kigali. Bolu, you're welcome again. Thank you for joining this evening.
Thank you for having me.
Great. Now, how could temporarily lifting tariffs on Mexico and Canada affect trade between these countries and the U.S. in the future?
Well, it means that, companies can continue to carry on their trade without extra cost. And it shows that the U.S. is willing to negotiate. I think we've been through this before, and it's happening again. The first time there was a pause, and then it comes up again. Trump comes up again and brings another tariff, and then they have the conversation, and then another pause. I think it's better for the U.S. president to have a conversation with the leaders of those countries before shocking the system in such drastic manner. And I think it's a wake-up call for countries like like Canada and Mexico to begin to look outward and not rely so much on the United States, because in recent time U.S. is proving to be more of an unreliable partner than a reliable one. And I think what Trump is trying to do is trying to to the footstep of Abraham Lincoln, who rode between 1861 and 1865, if I'm correct. He's known for boosting the U.S. economy using tariffs, and Trump needs to understand that in that era they had horses and bayonets, but now we have supersonic jets and the internet, and things have changed, and the policies of that era may not entirely apply now. So it's not something that one should do in a hurry. It's supposed to sit down, be intentional about it, and map out a strategy for a street, set up a committee or something, do proper research, instead of appearing to be quite unstable. When he made the first declaration, we could see the NASDAQ plummeting, the record low, and this is not good for the U.S. economy. It's not good for the world as well.
Very interesting. You said it sounds like a book, The Bayonet versus the Internet. Well, Bolu, if President Trump begins imposing tariffs based on what other nations charge the U.S. after April 2nd, what might happen to the U.S. economy and its international relations?
Well, since he's trying to retaliate, I think he will have started with that, because that would make more sense, in the sense that he can always defend it, that, oh, you guys are imposing on us, we too, we are doing the same. But it could also backfire for the U.S. economy, being that these countries that, they probably have some U.S. products that are exempt from tax or have low taxes, and then they might increase the taxes on those products. And the end result of that is that U.S. products become more expensive and less competitive in the markets, and that's going to hurt the United States producers. So U.S. Industries like the auto industry relying on so much imports might get hurt badly, and they will transfer these tariffs and this cost of production to the consumer. So it means with the U.S. buyers, U.S. consumers would have to pay more for cars and things like that. And if you can remember the global economic meltdown, it started somewhat with the auto industry, and President Obama had to step in by issuing bailout. So I understand that Trump's idea is to protect local industry and to kind of force companies to come into the U.S. to produce instead of sending their products in. But if this continues in the long run, it could be a full-blown trade war.
Well, Bolu, thank you very much for giving us your expert opinion on the matter. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.